And we're live. Hey, everybody. Hey, what's up, YouTube? Hey, real quick video. Wanted to put this out because this is a good lead into the challenge that's coming up on the training. The question is, why do customers leave? Why do you lose customers? I came across an old statistic that I'm sure is still applicable today because it's not that old. And it listed the top reasons why you will lose customers. Now, we're talking about customers. Let's get this straight first of all. Customers are people that you have worked for before. These are not prospects. Prospects are people who see you and they might do business with you, but they haven't yet. These are people who have actually paid money for your services and you have given services for their money. And generally speaking, if you do a good job, you're going to keep most of those customers. But the ones that leave, the reasons that they leave many times are the same reasons that the prospects never come. So in resolving one, you kind of fix the other and you become more attractive. So let's talk about that. Number one reason why customers leave you. I'm going to say that one. I'm going to say that one for after. Let's go with number two. 14%, which is a significant number, and I'm going to read this word for word, are lost because of their dissatisfaction with the product or service that the company provides or the method of conducting business. So if your services are subpar or perceived subpar, then you can lose customers, as well as the products that you sell. If you're selling inferior equipment or parts, you can lose customers based on that. The other piece is the way that you conduct your business. So there's a professionalism that needs to complement the quality of your products and services, right? So what's number three? 9%, which is still, 9%, that's almost 1 out of 10, are lost to successful competition. These are the guys that are right there in your market that are just out hustling you. So what happens if you out hustle them? Well, that number works to your advantage, right? So what can we do to do that? Let's talk about the last three. 5% are lost because of recommendations by friends, where somebody, a family or family member says, don't use these guys. Use my guy over here. He's really good. Listen, if you got your stuff together, they won't leave, but they know you. They've done business with you, right? So doing really good quality work and making sure that you address the issue we're getting ready to get to will deter a lot of people from listening to a friend or a family based on their opinion, because we all have our opinions. And experience, firsthand experience, trumps exterior opinion every time. We believe in what we know versus what somebody opinionates or expresses an opinion. The last two are 3% are lost to relocation. People move. 1% are due to death. People pass away. Life happens that way. Now we get to the main point. The number one reason why customers leave you, and I'm going to read this word for word. I don't want to get this one less than perfect. The 68% of customers are lost because of an attitude of indifference expressed by a co-worker. That means you. That means your employees. That means the person who answers your phone. That means any touch point that your employees or you have with your customer, if it's perceived as ingenuine, indifferent, we don't care, that's the main reason people leave. The main reason people leave your customer base is because they think you just don't care. So now what would happen if instead of conveying indifference, you conveyed a desire for service, a true interest? What if the way you interacted with your customers and the way your employees interacted with your customers went like, what can we do for you? How can I help? What's the problem again? Let me hear more about that problem. Explain to me. So when the machine does this is happening, really? And you're writing this stuff down. What if you were perceived that way? You see, people, they need to be validated. They want to feel important. If your processes in place convey an appreciation for the customer, convey a genuine interest, an enthusiasm to serve customer service, uh, this may, once they've experienced that, there's a connection that's made. There's a relationship that's formed. Your future is based on the strength of those relationships. There is change coming on the HVAC horizon, my friends. It is coming through big box companies such as Amazon, Costco. We've seen the whole Lowe's and Home Depot and BJ's and all these different big box companies, and how they're getting their hands in a little bit. Change is coming. The strength of your business relationships will have a direct impact to whether or not you are here to get through the transition and get to the other side. And we're going to talk about that. So anyway, this leads me up to the 14-day HVAC business challenge that is going to be on Facebook. And I just dropped a video in there inviting you. So look at the other video, more recent there. I may put a link on this one too, but it's a private group over on HVAC. It's called HVAC Greatness. And we're going to do a 14-day challenge. Now, by challenge, this means it's not going to be easy on you. You're not just going to sit back and watch, because if you do, that's not a challenge. You're going to be engaged. I'm going to be on this side of the camera. You're going to be on the other side of the camera. We're all going to be in a group, and we're going to engage everybody. And I'm going to take each of you through a process of every aspect of your business and how to change the impression that you're giving from indifference or just another contractor to whatever it is you design it to be. You determine how you want to be perceived by your customer base. And I'm going to show you how to do that. From the moment your customer service rep picks up the telephone, your call taker, to the moment the installers are leaving the job and the equipment has been replaced, and after. If you get this right, this will translate in actual numbers of more closing ratios. If you used to get 3 estimates, you go on 10 estimates, you get 3 jobs. What happens? How does that look dollars and cents wise to you if you now get 4 jobs? How much money did you make off the same 10 estimates? What if you got 5? What if you got over 50% on a consistent basis going forward because you implemented things right and you left the right impression and you formed the right bonds and the right relationships result in the repeat business that comes from that? What about the referrals? What about on your service department, your maintenance department, the interaction on the telephone? All these different things will multiply in the return on investment. And by the way, your investment on this is mostly time. Training and time. You're out there anyway. It's like school. You can go sit in the classroom and just stare at the instructor, but you're there anyway. You may as well pay attention and learn something, right? You're out in your customer's home or place of business anyway. You may as well do these things and build a little relationship off of that reciprocates. I do for you. Naturally, you're going to want to do back if there's value and perceived genuine, heart condition attached to that. So you start doing these things with your customers, they're going to refer you. There's going to be an influx of free new customers, free new business, an increase in success on your sales attempts, an increase of the average ticket on your invoices because of the things we're going to talk about in this 14-day session. And again, it's a challenge. We want you to participate. Those who don't participate, we'll whittle those out, if you will. And we're not going to kick anybody off, but those who participate are going to be part of the program that's going to go on over. Now, on the other video, I put a few testimonials because we did this a few weeks ago and it was a big success. In fact, I've got probably a half dozen or so people just raving, all they loved it. They got all this, that, and the other, because it's real. This is genuine. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. But this is a demonstration of this teaching platform and the benefits that you can have right from the convenience of home or office or wherever you happen to be. That's the whole idea. We're demonstrating a new learning platform. I call this the Montessori School of HVAC. You go sit in the traditional classroom and listen to the traditional instructor, or in the Montessori class, you can get in and get involved and you start doing all this stuff and interacting with your teacher and your other students and watch the results soar. After all, it's not information, it's transformation that matters. Actual change, actual results. So hopefully you'll participate in the program. Pete Ramsey, HVAC Greatness. This is the 14-day business challenge, last one before summer, right here at the end of April 2019. Hope you guys will jump on. Pete Ramsey here. I am out.